Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a review of the new fragrance from the house of Creed, Elodaria. I did do a first impression of this scent over on my main channel. I did kind of a vlog style video where I went into the Miami Design District boutique and I tried it for the very first time, but I've had my bottle now for maybe like 2 or 3 weeks, so I'm ready to share my final thoughts with you. So Elodaria is an enchanting rose floral perfume that I am so excited about. This fragrance, in my opinion, really has everything that a perfume needs to be very viral and to have that kind of like it factor. Could very easily become the it girl fragrance of 2025. It has that Creed quality in the blending, but it also has this kind of like very trendy, clean girl, clean linen, musky vibe too. We have a new bottle design. Creed has been very slowly putting these new bottles into circulation and even replacing older designs. So it's kind of the more like, I guess now they're going for a unisex vibe, but it's a pink bottle. Love the pink, kind of like a dusty pink. And as always with the last, I feel like I don't need to say this anymore because it's every release now from Creed, but they have upgraded their caps to metal caps that are very heavy, very satisfying. That click is everything. I don't know, to me, Creed has like the best sounding bottles, and that's like a whole new level of frag head when you start to like memorize brands by their bottles. Even the atomizer, listen. So good. So the notes in Elodaria, we have mandarin orange with pink pepper and bergamot, a mid of rose, a trio of rose with lily of the valley and powdery notes, with a base of musk, vanilla, and broxin, and cashmere wood. That's another main player in Elodaria is cashmere wood. So this opens so stunning. Absolutely stunning. It has this very like dreamy citrus opening, like a splash of citrus mixed with like rose infused water. It's soft and feminine, but it's not young, juvenile, or girly. It feels like a very powerful woman. And I even said in my first impression video that this to me kind of gives off the vibe of Imagination from Louis Vuitton in the opening. That like sparkling, effervescent citrus and clean linen vibe that you get in Imagination. And this scent has a lot of cashmere too. It's not really clean in a soapy or like laundry way, and it never becomes that. It's really just clean as in like fresh sheets, like fresh linens. And because of that, to me, it feels extra luxurious, which is just a signature with Creed anyway. It's literally impossible to wear a Creed perfume and not feel like a bad bitch. Honestly, it's just such a confidence boost for me personally, in my opinion. If I wear Creed, I feel like I can take on the world. There's a lot of rose demaille in this scent, but it really feels like a rose bush. Like you're going to feel elements of like the leaves, the stems, maybe something just a hint earthy, but it's so minimal. And I really love how Elodaria dries into the mid and the base because it gets more vanillic, it gets a bit more creamy, and the florals kind of bloom more those other florals like the lily of the valley and the peony. I don't really get a ton of the lily of the valley. It's mostly a lot of peony that makes you feel like pinky. There's something very pinky about it, kind of powdery. There's a very subtle and natural sweetness in this scent too. It's not really like a vanilla bomb or anything like that. And it has a big dose of ambroxan as well. And what that's going to do is it's going to help the scent really push off of you and your skin. It's gonna help give you a really beautiful projection. Like the perfume is just going to linger in the air behind you, but it's also going to help with the longevity, and it's also going to help give this scent profile an airy, kind of ethereal feel to it. It's obviously a very high quality ambroxan. Sometimes, I mean, we can tell, right? With a lot of cheaper, mostly we think of masculine designer fragrances when we think of like really rough ambroxan, but there are very high quality molecules of ambroxan as well, which is what is here. It's not screechy, it's not offensive, it's not gonna give you a headache. It's just gonna give a very airy, kind of angelic aura to the scent and help the performance. There's some really beautiful complexity underneath this kind of rose garden facet with a little bit of greenness as well. And the perfume does become more creamy, but it's also just immensely silky. It's literally like rose petals. It feels silky and very royal and kind of dewy in a way too. It creates this imagery in your mind of like the morning time, like fresh dew on a rose bush, like a little bit of humidity. And it's interesting how that came to my mind because with Rose de Mai, it is harvested in the dawn, like in the early morning. 5 a.m. I think is the ideal time for harvesting that flower. It just captivates that essence very well. And it's very modern too, like a very relevant rose perfume. There's nothing juvenile or too sweet or too young about it, but it's also not stuffy, mature at all. It's very wearable. And I have to say very versatile, like in that Creed category. I think the main competition for this in the rose category of Creed is going to be Carmina, but I think this is way more wearable than Carmina. Carmina for me is more for the nighttime. It's rose, it's saffron, it's cherry, it's kind of dense and syrupy and very sweet. This is kind of like Creed's answer to a more wearable daytime rose scent. Like this could very easily become a signature scent for people out there, like a very elevated and fancy signature scent that will make you smell like an it girl and just screams clean and freshness and pleasantry. It's a very, very appealing scent. And I think it's unforgettable too. There's something about this because it's so strong that it's gonna capture people's attention when you walk by. That ambroxan is going to help just grab attention around you. And I think that this could very easily be like a huge compliment getter because it's so appealing and so strong. But not strong in a way that, like I said, is going to give you a headache, but just where people around you are going to be able to smell you. Kind of feels like an homage to Creed's legacy and their beginnings, but made modern. It's a really beautiful release. I definitely recommend going out to your local Creed boutique and trying it. If you're in the South Florida area, there is an amazing boutique in the Design District in Miami and also Aventura. Very easy to try in store. If you love rose, you need to get your nose on Elodaria. So that was just my quick overview of the new fragrance from Creed. Elodaria, I say it every time I talk about a new Creed release. I love the direction that the brand is going these days. I love the creativity in bringing something new, but also kind of holding true to what we think of when we think of Creed. Please leave a comment down below if you like rose perfumes, if you're interested in trying Elodaria. I would love to know what you think. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye.